Gabe Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Superman issue number 34. When the Kent family find themselves transported to the hellish alien world known as Apokolips, will any of them escape? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? So as we join the comic, we check on in with Lex Luthor, aka the whole reason these events are transpiring right now. If you recall, at the end of Darkseid War, Lex became the leader of Apokolips, but he also got super busy trying to fill Superman's big red boots on Earth. He more or less left the people who thought his coming was some sort of crazy religious prophecy high and dry and holding the bag. For once in his life, Lex doesn't love all the attention he's getting, but when these people start demanding too much of him, he opts to pull the ultimate passing of the buck by saying that he was lying to them from day one about being their promised champion, but don't kill him just yet because he also brought them Superman, who much better fits their vague prophecy. Then again, maybe he's not the one because Superman and Lex didn't come to this planet alone. So did Jonathan Kent the Superboy and Lois Lane his mother, and hey, while we're talking about Lois, she by far got the shortest end of the stick on a planet that is legendarily known for its short sticks. You see, she got herself captured by Granny Goodness and the female Furies, who despite his absence still remained fiercely loyal to Darkseid, the same way Kevin Spacey is fiercely loyal to dodging questions. Ho-ho, topical. Lois's luck begins to change, however, when the Furies get attacked by a giant sandworm. Oh man, methinks George Lucas is going to sue somebody. Chaos being a ladder and all of that, Lois manages to use the situation to her advantage, slipping her chains and grabbing a gun, helping to blast the worm to death. Now, as comic readers, we always knew Lois was a bona fide badass, but now Granny Goodness agrees and says that, hey, they really only ever had one Fury from Earth before, and she would love it if Lois joined her ranks. You know, this actually makes a ton of sense. Granny Goodness has met Superman a ton of times before, but's never actually met Lois, and as such isn't aware of their pre-existing relationship. Lois is cautious, but ultimately has no choice. If she's gonna save her son and husband, having some heavily armed friends can't hurt, and thus Lois the female Fury is born. I like it a lot. Well, that's mom and dad accounted for, but hey, what about Superboy, you might be asking? As we find him, and as the comic winds down, we discover that he went and got himself caught in the middle of a bunch of apocalyptian hellhounds. Aw, kids sure do love dogs, don't they? Even if those dogs don't love them back very much. So that was Superman number 34, everybody, and while there wasn't all that much more forward momentum from the first issue, it did offer up some pretty cool and fresh scenarios. Lex seeing godhood as a step down from being just a workaday superhero was a nice evolution of his character, while also offering up Superman shows us that he's still a little sneaky and there still might be a little bit of the evil Lex inside of him still. Lois becoming a female Fury is the real main event here. It's both a cool idea on paper and super awesome looking in execution. Hats off to the writer for also dropping reference to Hubbard, the only other Earthling female Fury that we know of. Overall, this was a pretty solid issue, and I would give it another very solid score of 8 out of 10. So that's Superman, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, why not check out some of these other videos I have available from the channel. Then you can follow me on social media at CaveJoel, so you're always up to date on what I'm doing next. And hey, you know, the holiday season is coming up, which means you're going to be wanting to buy comic book trades for yourself or for others, and if you head on down to the description of this very video, you'll find a link to my book depository page. Not only will you save a fortune by not paying on shipping and handling, but everything you buy via that link goes to support me and the channel, which would be much appreciated. So until next time, everyone, this has been Cave Joel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.